Hello dear friends, long time no see. I played in the strongest state championship in Southern California's history. And today I'm going to talk about this tournament. I will show the games and the results. But first, let's see the participants. As you see, the first number is legendary Grandmaster Vladimir Hakopian. His peak rating is 2713 and he was number 11 in the world. He is also the World Cup finalist and one of my former coaches. Second number is GM Andrei Baryshpolets. He is one of the strongest grandmasters in Ukraine, and his rating is around 2600. He won numerous international tournaments. Then we see Grandmaster JJ Ali Morandin. You know, he won European Youth Championships 5 times in different categories, so very strong Grandmaster. Then we see GM Kirk Lazarian. He's 18 years old, but already a Grandmaster, so very talented guy, and he was qualified for the World Cup in 2023. And then Grandmaster Arman Mikaelian. A very familiar face, to be honest, but I don't know much about this guy, so let's skip this person. International Master Robert Shevchenko. As you see, his rating is 2442, so he's playing like a GM, and he is one of the strongest juniors in US. Grandmaster Bachulun Sekhmet. His peak rating is 2570, and he was number 1 in his country. And finally, FIDE Master Mikhail Rostomyan. He has 2 international master norms, and he won Southern California Open last year, so that's why he was invited for this tournament. So now we'll take a look at the games that I played. And first, I played against Grandmaster Vladimir Hakopian, one of my former coaches. So let's start from this position. As you see that my bishop is trapped on a2, however, we can say the same thing about this bishop on a4. For instance, if I answer b5, and then after rook a1, ba4, rook a2, this pin is a little bit annoying. So that's the reason I played rook c5 in order to open this fianchetto guy, because now if rook a1, I will just capture it. So bishop e3, take, b5, and then my bishop is free. Bishop c4, yeah, bishop b2, and now position is around equal, because if white captures bishop b3, then in the end I'm going to play rook a1 and take the bishop. So that's why we just need to simplify the position. Bishop c4, take, rook a2, and we agreed for draw here. Next game that I would like to show with a lot of adventures is against the Grandmaster Andrei Baryshpolets. So this is the position. As you see, black has 2 bishops. However, this knight is out of play. So that's the reason I didn't capture this pawn. Otherwise, yeah, knight c5, and then I have to move my bishop back, bishop c2. So d4, and this is one of my favorite games, and favorite game in this tournament. d4, g5, trying to keep this pawn on f4, e5. As you see, my all pieces are ready for the attack, so that's why I'm playing e5. For instance, if bishop captures f3, then I have this intermediate move, e6. And of course, yeah, black cannot capture bishop e6. So e5, knight c7, bringing knight into the game. Then, yeah, queen d3, bishop f3. And here, of course, my first intention was to capture back this guy playing queen f3. But then I realized that I can have some interesting attack here. So that's why I calculated, yeah, 10 means, and then I played, yeah, knight f6 check. bishop f6, ef6. So what is the point of this sacrifice? Now let's say if I move my bishop somewhere, let's say bishop c6, then queen g6 check, and thanks to this bishop I can checkmate the king. If bishop comes to h5, then rook e7. And for instance, if queen c6, then I can sacrifice the rook. And you know, someone likes to say that. Rook f7, bishop f7, queen g6 check, and of course checkmate is coming. If bishop comes to d5 in order to close this bishop on b3, then I play bishop c2 and queen e7 check is coming, and then again checkmate. So in the game he played d5, trying to close this bishop on b3, but again, yeah, I'm not capturing this f3 bishop, bishop c2, and checkmate is coming. Bishop e4, and again sacrificing the rook, rook e4. So for instance, now if black accepts this sacrifice, then after queen e4, rook a1 check, king h2, king cannot escape, because after queen a7, the mate is inevitable. So in the game, after bishop c2, yeah, bishop e4 was followed, then rook e4, king f8, and rook invades at the 7th rank here, queen c6, and again rook sacrifice, rook f7 check, king f7, and queen h7. So what was the point of this sacrifice? Then after king f6, yeah, I just capture queen a6 and take the queen, and if black doesn't capture this pawn, then mate is coming. So after the game, yeah, I checked this with the engine, and I was very happy to find out that I found the best moves here. So after knight a6, as you see, yeah, instead of knight a6, he could play h5, and position was around equal, but I would prefer to play as white because I have some attack. So knight a6, yeah, d4, and I made a lot of good moves in this position. So as I said, yeah, I was very happy to see this. All right, now let's look at this third game. I played against 18 years old grandmaster, yeah, Kirk Azarian, very talented guy, as I said in the beginning. So this is the position. White is better here because of these two strong guys, two bishops, and that's the reason he found this strong move, e5, opening this fianchetto guy. Here the best answer was d5, and then after bishop b7, knight b6, and I can hold the position, but of course, yeah, it's going to be very hard for me. As I said, yeah, white has two bishops. I played rook a8, trying to attack these two guys on the second rank, bishop b7, rook a2, but here he found a brilliant move, bishop c8. Oops, so sorry, bishop c8. So what is the point? For instance, if I capture these pieces, yeah, rook a2, and now I have an extra piece, then suddenly this pawn goes b6. So this passed pawn decides the game. So in the game, yeah, I had to stop the passed pawn, playing knight b6, bishop e6 check, and yeah, king h8. Of course, yeah, I know the principles in the end game, so you have to bring the king to the center, playing king f8. However, king f8 is not great here, because after king f8, let's say white captures bishop b4, cb4, king f1, this bishop is closed. And for instance, if I capture d5, two strong passed pawns, and of course, it's completely lost for black. So that's the reason that king h8 is stronger than king f8, because after this bishop b4, cb4, I have bishop f8, and I'm bringing my bishop, and now I want to keep my strong passed pawn on b4. So in the game, yeah, he captured this guy, and then, yeah, if I capture back, yeah, d5, then of course I'm going to lose because he has two extra pawns. So that's why I wanted to complicate the game. I played d5, rook b3, and then knight c4. as you see, my pieces are becoming very active and annoying for white pieces. Now I want to check from d2. He played knight c3, of course. He didn't blunder knight d2 check, because in the end he's going to capture my rook. Rook c2. And here Engin says that the move is knight b1. But when you have a couple of minutes, yeah, he was lack of time, of course, it was just very hard to find this knight b1 move, because you know, it's really annoying to put the knight on b1, yeah, for white, because then how to play. But the point is that after knight b1, we can just push this pawn and win the game. For instance, if bishop c5, then this pawn is hanging, and we can even sacrifice the exchange and free passed pawns, yeah. So in the game, he played king e1, and then I have this sacrifice. c3, rook c3, and bishop d4. So now, yeah, king e2, bishop c3, bishop d5, and as you see, he has 3 pawns against my knight, and if I keep my knight, you never know, maybe I'm going to lose it somewhere, because king is very close, yeah, to this guy. So that's why I decided to sacrifice it, and he didn't capture immediately, but it wouldn't change much, because after bishop e5, you see opposite colored bishops endgame. So he played bishop e6. Again, yeah, I can't do anything with this knight, so I brought my king to the center, take, and so this position is drawish, because I'm going to take this pawn and then sacrifice my bishop. All right, now the fourth game, I'm sorry, this is the game, yeah, or where is the game? Okay, so finally, yeah, against Robert Schlachtenko, international master. So I would like to show the game from here. So you see, black has 2 bishops, but I have a solid center. And here he found a very interesting move, c5. First, my first intention was that after this c5, he would play a bishop e4, and yeah, position is around equal, but then he found a brilliant move, knight d7. So he doesn't want to capture back the pawn. Instead, he wants to activate these 2 guys. For instance, if I take cb6, then knight e5, take bishop e5 here, for instance, and you know, the power of 2 bishops. So that's the reason I wanted to keep this fianchetto bishop close, so that's why I played queen f4, knight c5, knight f6 check, king f8, and here you see I have a strong knight on f6, but I can't do anything, because black pieces are coordinated well. For instance, yeah, rook c8 is going to follow, and that's the reason I decided to make a draw, playing knight h7, knight f6. Then the 5th game against Grandmaster Bachelun Sekmet. So this is the position. You see a very imbalanced position, and here black doesn't have that pawn. Of course, white has an extra pawn, but the thing is that my king is staying in the center, and I don't know how to regroup my pieces. Of course, yeah, I have some counterplay playing h5, so it's around equal. And the best move was queen a6 here, and trying to make some pressure against this king. For instance, if I capture rook e5, then f5, and then also yeah, knight d7 can be the move for rook c4, and every time black is bothering this king on e2. So that's the reason after queen a6, after queen a6, maybe I have to make another move, and position is around equal. In the game, he played knight e4. Of course, he's a very strong positional player, and he realized that this knight is better placed than this guy on e4. However, he thought that after knight e4, queen a4, queen a6, this pawn is going to be a weakness for me. and I have to capture on e5, queen e5, then f6, queen e7, queen c4, which doesn't work for me. But he completely missed this rook c1 move because he was lack of time. So here position is just good for me because I can go and play this endgame where I have passed pawns. And here you see that the material is not so important. The passed pawns decide the game, and of course, yeah, the active pieces. King g5, and I'm just bringing my king, and position is lost. The sixth game I played against FIDE master Mikhail Rostomyan, and you know, he made 7 draws in this tournament against GMs, and he gained a lot of rating points. And I hope that he will get the International Master title very, very soon. So this is the position that occurred in our game. Here, yeah, I played knight g6, which is a mistake. I wanted to start from knight g4 and then some sacrifice on f2, but you know, I was leading the tournament and I didn't want to complicate my life, let's say. But yeah, knight g4 is the best move because if h3, I can sacrifice my knight f2 and then knight e4 check, knight g3, and it's really annoying because this knight can be headache for white. So after knight g4, yeah, engine says knight d2 and position is around equal. But yeah, as I said, I played knight g6. And now, yeah, engine doesn't like my position at all. And it says that white is better. Knight b5 is the move. We calculated knight b5 move, of course. But after rook e2, we were both confused and we don't know how to play as white. Engine says that just bishop d4 and white is better. But to be honest, it's very unclear because you never know if after bishop d4, let's say what happens after knight e4, or I don't know if I just capture bishop b5. But I agree with the engine that overall, yeah, only white is playing for a win. And finally, the 6th game against Ali Marandi. Last year he won this tournament, and this time, yeah, something didn't go well for him. So in the last round, I knew that I would most probably tie for first if I made a draw. So that's why I didn't go for a risk, and I made a draw. And we both wanted to finish the tournament on a high note. So that's why, yeah, the draw was fine for us. Yeah, now, yeah, I'm going to show the results. And finally, we are here. As you see, I tied for first with Grandmaster Vladimir Hakopian. We had the same score, 4.5, and we won 2 games, and we made 5 draws. And also we played a draw against each other. However, they calculated the tie break, and his Berger, it's called a Berger, this is the system they count, was a bit higher than mine. So overall, yeah, of course, yeah, I'm satisfied with the tournament. Yeah, I tied for first place, so it's a very good result for me. And I would like to say thank you to the organizer, Ala Edin Musa, for this great event. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe.